A grandmother on Chicago's far south side says she is sick and tired of the violence in her neighborhood. She claims a well-known young Chicago rapper threatened to kill her grandson, and it's not the first time she's feared for her family's safety. It's a story you'll only see on Fox 32 News. Darlene Hill is here with the exclusive details. Darlene.
Yeah, Robin, his name is Lil Mouse. He's 13 years old, and in his music video, Get Smoked, which means killed, Lil Mouse is waving around cash and guns. That rapper goes to school with a little boy who says he was threatened. Now that 8-year-old's grandmother wants to make sure nothing happens to him or the rest of their family. For protecting her identity, she only wanted to talk to us because she says the gun and gang violence is out of control and needs to be stopped. He's known for his age, size, and lyrics. And most of his lines deal with everyday life in his neighborhood. We call it Roseland, but for many who live on these streets, they're the wild hundreds.
I want to just pack up and move because I lost one child and I don't want to lose another one.
She's ready to leave because she says rapper Little Mouse is threatening to kill her grandson. She filed a police report earlier this week, just moments after she says while her grandson was walking down the hall, Little Mouse slapped him and told him, "When we catch you, we're going to kill you." The third grader went to the office, and that's where his grandmother says he was threatened again.
The students, the 8th graders, had grouped up together and made a phone call and say he's snitching, and he's snitching. He need to get killed for snitching.
Even at this young age, kids are taught not to tell on one another, not to snitch.
It doesn't make any sense that all these random shootings out here and ain't nobody opening up their mouth saying nothing about these teenagers killing teenagers.
Just last month, this house was shot up. The owners say it was a drive-by about 1:30 in the morning when nearly a dozen bullets sprayed their home. The parents and their 5 children were inside sleeping. No one was hurt, but that family moved out in the middle of the night.
I don't know if it was an AK-47, but the bullets is so big. The holes in my wall is so big. I said, oh, hell no, this is the last straw.
The grandmother says rival gangs in Roseland have been exchanging bullets for a long time. They don't care who gets hit. This woman's 16-year-old son was caught in the middle of a gang and gunfight. She says he was not part of a gang, but had good street smarts. He knew to hide when shots were fired, but one night he did not move quick enough. When investigators charged and convicted a neighborhood thug for pulling the trigger and sentenced him to life in prison, the family says they became the target of many, many threats. It's easy for them to say that's just life in the hood, but this is their reality.
One of the young man's father threatened me outside the school. I want to move because he threatened me, and I believe that he's going to go through with it.
Patrick Trapp has been working with adolescents for 15 years. He says even at a young age, children who grow up in high-crime areas are only acting out what they see every day.
Kids who are surrounded by violence, and it's kind of what their culture, everyday culture is largely about.
So they're just living their reality.
Yeah, well, they tend to then look for, like we all do, anything that supports our reality.
Now, that grandmother tells me that her 8-year-old has been given an emergency transfer out of West Pullman Elementary School. So, of course, Robin will continue to follow this. Back to you guys in the studio.
That is a sad and disturbing story, Darlene. Thank you very much.